Hey everyone, great review session the other day. Hope you had some fun and took advantage of taking some notes or thinking about some things. As promised, I created this spreadsheet. I converted it to Google Sheet instead of Microsoft Excel in case you don't have Excel on your computer. As long as you have a Gmail account, which you do through St. Mary's, you'll be able to get to Google Sheet. So what I'm going to do is email you shortly with the link to this file. It'll be in a Google Sheet, so it might ask you to log into your email account in order to view it as well there. So here's how it works. You don't need to be a rock star. You don't need to be a BI major to be able to look at some data. Okay, that's the beautiful thing about that. So you've got all the questions and the answers and which one's the correct answer. Time allotted, so you know what, we don't really need that 20 seconds there for simplicity. I'm just going to delete it for us so you don't even be bothered by that. So here's where you are. Now there were about 19 of you that logged in, and maybe you were partnering with some people here. So 12, I talked to them after class. They stuck around class and worked through some problems. So this is 12, that group there. Rob. And, the questions. So here's one. The amount a firm receives for the sale of its output. Answer 1, marginal revenue. Profit for 2. Marginal product for 4. And total revenue. The correct answer was total revenue. And Team 12 put profit. So it's incorrect. That's what you see here. Incorrect. They had put profit. And got 0 points. Sorry, that's my dog in the background there. Answer time, answer seconds. So ultimately, I'm just going to hide these. They're nothing important here. Just going to hide them because you don't need them for studying. Now, I highly suggest you look this over because, as I was explaining at the end of the class, I put together these 50 questions, and some of them were, that I explained pretty much all of them at the end. And so you can always go back to the integrity video that is in our class. I uploaded that as I walked through each question. So if you're thinking, if I'm Team 12, what's really cool about this sheet is I can go here and click on correct, and so then when you click on this, when there's no check mark here, it means that only the things check marked are going to be visible. So now for Team 12, these are the ones that they got wrong. Okay, there's one group down here. I'm not sure how that happened, but not sure how that happened. Maybe I checkmarked something a little bit there. But anyways, that's minor. Here are the questions that Team 12 got wrong. So these are the answers they put, and the correct answer is this. Now, a couple other questions, and I remember back to Team 12 here. The first 3 questions, they couldn't get their computer or device to sync fast enough. So a couple of your questions there were as a result of that. But you will find all of your questions here. So 1, 2, and 3. Those are the correct answers. You whipped something together there, or I think it just took the default answer for this. But you can certainly go back and look at these questions and study up a little bit, focus some of your energy there. Domestic price greater than world price, what happens? When we have a comparative advantage, or we export versus import. What is a tax? All the answers are correct. This one was kind of misleading because I had said during the question, think about the quote. So I think it's led people to, is a price increase. But actually the question, all of the answers were correct. So as well there. So keep that in mind. You'll be in good shape for Thursday. Again, keep track of that math on that grid there. And I'm going to go because my kids are waking up. I'm at home right now. Not to work yet, and they hear me. They're like, Dad's up. Let's wake up, everybody. Dad's up. He feeds us sugary cereal. Just kidding, I don't. But, yeah. All right, catch you later.